You know what? Everything is all gravy in Miami Dolphin land. Lost Ryan Tannehill. I told you guys, relax. Relax. Matt Moore. And Matt Moore we trust. Week 15, a win, 34-13 against a team right in my backyard here, the New York Jills. The New York Jills dismantled their New York Jills. Now listen, make no mistake about it. We definitely, coming into this game, we had to squash some old demons against those Jills. Did we ever? Previous two occasions, Miami, we were in a prime position to secure a winning season. It was the Jets who threw a wrench in our winning season requests back in 2013, 2014. But we exercised those demons. Matt Moore, sensational. A fucking week that included being immediately thrown to action and having his wife give birth to a third child made you believe that expecting too much from Moore would have been foolish. But no, it ended up being foolish to believe that he couldn't do what he did, because he was exactly that against the Jets, a difference maker. Now, Matt Moore hadn't started an NFL game since the final week of the 2012 season. I don't know why. He's a lot better than Tannehill, that's for fuck's sakes. This guy has a gunslinger mentality in Matt Moore. Jets, they were blitzing him. The presser, some instances it reached Matt Moore, but he's able to hang in long enough in the pocket. In particular to Kenny Stills throws that play up there, creates separation. Touchdown Miami. His plays, he had an impressive array of throws. But, he did show you some bad side there, being such a good gunslinger. It's a third down situation, I believe 3rd and 6. Gase allows, decides to take a shot downfield with Devontae Parker. Parker gets past his defender. Nothing but green grass ahead. Matt Moore doesn't follow through on his release. The pressure comes crashing in, and he underthrows the ball, which resulted in an interception. Miami was fortunate in this specific situation. The field swap position wasn't all that detrimental. Let's be cautious a little bit, because we might not be that lucky in other situations. It's critical that Gase kind of coaches wisely when he tries to air it out. J-Train there, man, disappointing effort for our ground game. Fucking trust me, I know. I had him as a starting quarterback on my fantasy team. Wound up in the semifinals there, getting crushed, partly because of a J there. Nonetheless, he failed to reach over a J. Not only did he fail to reach over 80 yards once more, but he and Damian Williams failed to punch the ball into an end zone from a short distance on multiple occasions. You remember those drives. As the games go on, it's becoming clearer and clearer how much Miami misses Mike Pouncey. Running game isn't the same without him, and unfortunately for Miami, Pouncey won't be coming back this season. The running game did at least keep the Jets defense honest to a certain extent. You know, as far as the wide receivers, Kenny Stills, man, keeps reminding that Dolphin front office there why it's an absolute necessity to resign him this offseason. 52-yard touchdown reception. He has now 3 50-yard touchdown receptions on the season. So he's phenomenal. You got to re-sign him. Jarvis Landry finds ways to create yardage each and every game. And Landry, when you look at his game, he's definitely, I think, heating up down the stretch. And that's great news for the Dolphins. The offensive line, the pass protection was good, but the run blocking not so much. Matt Moore was only brought down once by the Jets defense on the night. You know, and note too that Matt Moore, I think, purposely took that sack as well. Run blocking, though, was simply too non-existent. Again, we had several times to punch the ball in from a short distance out, and we failed to create enough push against the Jets' underachieving defensive line there. The defensive line for Miami, Sue, Wake put on a show. Broadway show, my friends. Broadway. Great game by those guys. Cameron Wake, I think, is the Dolphins' comeback player of the year. He sacked Jets' second-year quarterback Bryce Petty there. I liked his game. He's definitely a comeback player in Cameron Wake. Where do we go from here? You know, this win was definitely defining. Whether or not Miami reaches the postseason, the 2016 season, coming around on it, except for Tannehill, still, you can't sell me on Tannehill. But right now, I think this season has to be looked upon as a success. Obviously, there are no participation trophies. But considering where we were last year, where we are right now, Gase, I think, has been leading this franchise. He's leading this franchise to a winning record. I hope all is well, and I look forward to speaking to you very, very soon.